sense, and it was adjudicated by Medicare groups across the country, that you have to show regular improvement in order to continue to get skilled level of care. Based on this settlement, there can be situations where you may not have that improvement, but you can go ahead and still access skilled level of care, at least on an intermittent basis, to maintain a certain level of functioning. And so we'll see over the next year that Medicare will be adjusting some of their denials and the language in their books to go ahead and reflect this, this recent settlement. This was the library in Ephesus, Turkey. In its time, it was had the third largest collection of scrolls in the known world. Today, I hope that, even though I may not have given you as much information that may have been contained in this library, that at least I've given you some insight into what skilled and custodial level of care are, how we go ahead and look at things to adjudicate them at Health Alliance, what resources and who you can call to talk to that may give you some insight into what other resources are available in the community that can help you transition your patients to a level of care that would provide them with the best outcome. So I'd answer any questions that you might have.
Just as a comment, this whole presentation is Medicare Advantage, and Medicare Advantage programs have to follow CMS guidelines. So these are not Health Alliance policies per se. In Medicare Advantage, we have to follow Medicare criteria. It just as a point of just as a point of reference. The second issue goes back to Medicaid. We're getting into, as I said earlier, we're getting into more and more Medicaid, and we're getting into different types of populations that have waivered services, and they get special, like custodial care, homemaker services. Those types of services may be covered under a Medicaid arrangement, whereas it isn't under Medicare Advantage. So don't make the assumption that because Medicare Advantage is doing one thing, that it doesn't, that it applies the same to a commercially insured patient or perhaps to a Medicaid patient, because these all have different sets of regulations around them.
Sure. There's some controversy in the news right now about the number of days that a person should be in the hospital before they are qualified, for skilled nursing care. And I know that in my practice, which is emergency medicine, I've understood, but not ever really understood that. And it seems that today, the ability to not admit people to the hospital is outweighed by the need to get them to the skilled level of care that they need. So from your experience in the insurance industry, how do you feel about that?
Well, Medicare, traditional Medicare, would typically require 3 overnight stay in hospital in order to qualify for your skilled level of care in a nursing home. Health Alliance has, with our Medicare Advantage members, taken that requirement away, and we will